How did all of this come about?
I didn't know David personally. I was contacted after I had left STEM Express by David through a social media, and he asked me how my experience was at STEM Express, and I asked him, who are you? Or at first I thought maybe it was someone interested in the job and they wanted to talk to other employees or ex-employees to see if, just to interview for that sake. But, I told him after I talked to him for a little while, I understood and I was comfortable opening up and told him my time at STEM Express was miserable.
Yeah, and I remember
terrible company.
I remember in one of the videos you were discussing how you were like in phlebotomy, or you were also a phlebotomist as well, and that you were able to do certain things really quickly, and that's one of the things that made you attractive to STEM Express as an employee, and they brought you on, and then I remember you recalling how shocked you were when you walked in and the things that you had to do, you thought, wow, this is not at all what I signed up for.
No.
Give us a little insight into that, because I can't even imagine the shock you felt.
I thought I was just going to be drawing blood. I didn't know the location. I didn't even know it was going to be taking place at Planned Parenthood. When I got hired, the person who contacted me, Martha Thomas, I think she was relocating and they needed another procurement technician, so she was training someone to take her place, and that individual was me. And when I got the call, they're like, okay, well, meet us at the Concord Clinic. I believe it was around 7 in the morning. I lived in Sacramento at the time, so I'm like, okay, I'm meeting at Planned Parenthood at 7 in the morning. Like, why am I doing that? But okay, maybe they take blood samples from women. I had no idea.
Wow.
So when I got there, I met the staff. They were all nice, and in the first video, I saw the jars of blood coming out of the room in the corner of my eye in the pathology lab, and she puts on gloves, starts pulling the fetal parts away from the vaginal tissue, and she's like, okay, well, can you put some gloves on and identify some of the parts I just showed you? And in that state of mind, I didn't want to lose the job. I didn't know what was actually going on. Maybe it was just a learning experience at the time. Just, for knowledge sake, and I passed out.
Oh my gosh.
And and going home, driving home that day was pretty crazy. I was really excited to be hired as a new graduate as a phlebotomist in California. It's very hard. It's very lucky to get a job straight out of school, and I was, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I can't lose this job. This is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to start my career in the medical field.
So you had a lot hanging over you. I mean, you were thinking, you didn't want to burn that bridge, because you kept thinking, well, maybe I wouldn't be able to get a job after this.
Oh, exactly. And then at the same time, my instructor, she came into the recovery room, and she's like, I think maybe I shouldn't have showed you that on the first day.
Wow. Did they give you quotas? Because one of the things you had said too is that they really encouraged you to make sure that you consent them and you take every opportunity. Was there a quota system in terms of how much you were supposed to get?
Oh, no, there was a quota. What we did was we had a tracking sheet. So we would all log into Messenger. We would all be at our clinics. So what we would do is report how many opportunities you have that day for specimen, for tissue or blood. It varies on the appointment. And just, it was basically just like sales.